Hi, happy Friday. Today and this week, I intended on talking about goals and goal setting. I myself, and maybe you're the same way, have had a relationship that is what I call a love-hate relationship with setting goals. And what I mean by this is that I feel at times that I set goals and I don't reach them. And then I get down on myself because I haven't reached my goals. And so over the years, as you may have thought of, I've been trained as a coach since 1996. And of course, the initial inception of coaching was really based on a model in sports and exercise and in fitness. So the idea was, you want to reach a certain point in your life. And in order to reach that point, you set some goals. And there are a lot of studies that have been done to demonstrate that people who set goals are more likely to reach them than people who don't. So of course it makes sense to set goals. Now the love-hate relationship for me is always because I set the bar higher than I most of the time can reach it. And so over the years I've come and gone about setting goals. I set them more strictly and then I shy away from them and then I set them again, etc. So today I want to talk about a way that I have developed of goal setting that includes mindfulness. So why setting goals? Really because as a soul embodied in this lifetime, we actually want to grow. So it's the idea that we keep expanding, trees grow, plants grow, everything grows, and eventually we are bound to want to grow as well. Now, how we go about setting goals is what I'm going to talk in a couple of minutes. But before that, I just wanted to go through my list of the reasons why we would want to set goals and see how you resonate with it. So first, we want to grow as a soul. And second, the mind can only hold about 10 pieces of information at a time. So that means when your mind is all over the place, here and there and everywhere and nowhere at the same time, you basically pick up, like you're scanning the horizon and you become like a magnet taking information that is not always relevant. So sometimes I feel like if I don't set goals, my mind turns into a little bit of an ADHD type of mind. I can sit in front of the computer and I get pulled in from emails, I can get pulled in from Facebook, I can get pulled in from all kinds of things. And then I kind of lose track of what it is that I'm doing with my time. So often when I coach people, I recommend time blocking, which is to set up a certain period of time where you allocate an activity to that period of time and you totally block your schedule and you decide to just go for it. So for instance, if you write a newsletter, you decide to sit down and write the newsletter. So you want to set goals so that your mind can stay focused and focus only on the things that are important. Now, the search, I'm looking at my notes, there is in the brain what is called a search engine. It is called the reticular activating system. It's a little place in the back of the brain that will actually start searching. When you decide to focus on something, it would become literally like a search engine. So let's say you want to write an article about a certain topic and you decide to dive into that topic, your mind will start noticing everything around that topic. So you will start gathering more information, you will hear people talk about that topic, you will see articles written when you go to the grocery store, etc. And so your mind's going to start zooming in and getting information or the information you need based on that topic. So having goals will give you that, which is the ability to focus and pinpoint what you're looking for and really target and zoom in what you need to. Setting goals also gives us a sense of accomplishment. If you decide to walk 3 times a week for half an hour, that you end up doing it or not doing it. And when you do it, check, it feels good, you did it. Now the tricky part is when you don't do it. And I think for most of us, that's where we start shying away because we realize that, okay, I didn't do it. And then we have a whole conversation going on in the mind about how not good we are, really. It always comes down to that. So at this point, I would like to also invite you to set goals as a learning experiment, which is that you are basically setting goals to see how you best function. What I've discovered for myself over the years is that I am better with simpler and short-term goals. So that means for the year, I decide what I want, and then I break it down in what I call the rule of 3. So 3 goals per month, 3 goals per week, 3 goals per day, and sometimes it's 1 goal a day. So every day when I get up, I ask myself, what is the most important thing that needs to get done today? And I plug it in. Given all the other stuff that goes around, you know, I teach classes, I coach people one-on-one, and so the time that I have for marketing and for admin work is very limited. And so what I do is I really get clear, okay, this week I'm sending a newsletter. This week I'm writing on, you know, I'm deciding to study a little bit more about social media, and I plug in 1 hour of my time to go through that. So basically, when you set goals, you take your calendar and you write down in your calendar what you are going to do and when you're going to do it and how much time it will take for you to do those things. So setting goals is not something rigid. I know that for myself, I don't do well with rigid, so I do better with fluid. And that means I'm always learning about what works, what doesn't work. And I work a lot with energy. So energy goes where attention goes. And so if something doesn't feel good, I will pull away from it and decide to focus on something else that feels better. And then I will come back to that thing if it's important, and or ask myself, how can I make it so that my energy flows in that direction? So I have let go of certain things over the years that don't feel good simply because they don't work for me. I can push myself, and or I can decide to go for where my energy is flowing and thriving. So why setting goals? One more thing is that basically it trains what I call the puppy. It gives you a sense of being able to tame your own mind, and so that it feels good when you focus and get things done and then move on and feel like you've accomplished your goals. So I'm going to stop this right now because this is a long 7-minute training on goal setting and why having goals. And my next video will be on the importance or the structure and how to make it happen. So give me some comments. Let me know what you're thinking. All right. Thank you.